Hello.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
Oh, the happiest of Mondays.
Matt Steele loves every Monday, really?
I mean, I'm happy to not be working this Monday.
Yeah, that's
but
good.
in order to get this Monday free to record this podcast on Monday, I had to switch to working a Tuesday morning. So tomorrow morning, I'm going to have to wake up, go to work.
That's a great Michelle Branch song, Tuesday morning.
Is it?
It is. It's
oh,
on
we
her
love
side.
Michelle Branch.
We love Michelle Branch.
Yeah.
I hope Steele thinks his hair looks okay, even though it
Yeah,
always
I'm
does.
digging it. I'm good.
It looks good, right?
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah. I assume this side's gonna droop a little at some point, but we're not there yet. I have a little pimple right here.
Oh, I didn't even see it.
Just the tiniest
That's
little
okay.
one.
It just gives you some character.
It's a freckle.
Okay.
It's a freckle.
It's a beauty mark.
It's a beauty mark.
It's a beauty mark.
Red,
Yes.
blood-filled beauty
Ooh,
mark.
not blood-filled. How are we doing? This thing is telling us up top there we have to sign into chat. Are we not signed in? We're streaming to the channel.
Oh, please sign us in.
I don't know how to. Okay, give me 1 second. You talk.
How's everybody doing?
Hi, Olaf.
Hello,
Yes,
Olaf.
we are hopped.
We're talking about Harrison Walz.
Harrison
Not
Walz. I keep saying Waltz.
Walz.
I keep saying Waltz.
Walz.
There's no T. It's
no,
Waltz.
No, there's
1
no
second.
T. Yes, exactly. I had this tab open and it happily interrupted my 100,000 viewing of the Wicked trailer. Oh, hey, you should join. We have a whole Wicked section of the Discord, Wicked movie section of the Discord. I don't know what they talk about on it.
Aren't you on it? No.
I mean, yeah, but like I look at it sometimes and I'm like, we're talking about, we're showing pictures, like we're all excited for the Wicked movie.
It's true.
But it's like how many? I did see a new trailer today that was like Fiero focused.
Yes, I saw that too.
Which is fun. So I imagine they're talking about that on there. There are so many channels on the Discord. I can't check all of them all the time.
You're so busy in the Big Brother one.
That's true. Hello, I'm so excited to be live with you both. Hello, Jessica. Oh, what's going on? Matt Palmer's trying to figure something out, and I'm just trying to stay alive because, girls, I'm tired.
I mean,
So, it's okay.
It's okay. Oh, thank you. So excited to be live with you as well, Jessica. I love that AH. It's unique.
Jessica Matt.
Yes.
Matt, she's a Matt with us, but a different type of Matt.
She is a different type of Matt.
Hello, Yazzie. What's going on?
Yazzie's here. Everybody, it's different. It's Monday.
It's Monday.
And so that's not our usual day.
I know.
Hi from Jersey.
We're in Jersey.
Ever heard of it?
It's the best. It's the best place on earth.
People to my right love Jersey.
There's no place like home.
Yes. It's
Yeah.
not home for everyone.
Well, it should be. It's home in everyone's hearts.
Okay.
Walz is my governor, and I could not be happier that she picked him. Yes, Minnesota in the house. I think it's almost been a full month since I've been to a live. Happy to be here. We
Oh my
missed you,
God, we're so
Lauren.
happy to have you.
Where were you, Lauren?
No, she can do other things.
My two favorite song reviewers. Oh, thank you.
Oh, that's very nice.
Thank you, Brooke. Peter Palmer, have you heard The Roof by Mariah featuring Brandy? I've also
on.
been a Don't Forget About Us kick lately. Thought you'd appreciate Mariah Carey getting those streams.
I absolutely always appreciate Mariah getting the stream she always deserves. And yes, The Roof featuring Brandy is a lovely, beautiful moment. And the fact that Mariah re-sung it all the way through and sounds as beautiful as she does, thrilling. And like Brandy, we always were talking about recently Ariana and her background vocal stacking. And between Brandy and Mariah, you're getting the legends, the ones who do it best on planet Earth.
I mean, true.
On a song with a lot of layers.
Chatham, New Jersey. Love Chatham. Don't know where it is, but I love it.
We love it.
Cannot wait for the Katy Perry Lifetimes reaction.
It ain't coming,
I
Chris.
might not come. But you know.
I watched it on my phone when I was waiting for a flight.
Does it sound good?
It's yeah.
Okay.
It sounds better than Woman's World.
I'll hear it when the album comes out.
We won't be doing a reaction
We
to
won't
that.
be doing a reaction.
Sorry,
to that.
guys.
But it's a little too much Dr. Luke for us.
We're not really Dr. Luke folks. We dipped in with Woman's World, and we're going to dip right on out.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
But, you know, we'll probably talk about it on the podcast, like
I believe
our
that.
thoughts on it.
I believe that.
Yeah.
I was just watching y'all's Jade reaction. How did you miss the Mariah Cribs moment in the video? Guys, that video is a lot.
Yes, it's a fucking lot. We are
It's
trying.
a lot.
I love how, we do a Jade reaction video and people get angry at us for not like, for trying to listen to the song.
Right.
And not overly understanding every single solitary thing that's happening in the music video.
She plays 12 characters.
And then the next week, people are mad at us for focusing too much on the music video and not enough on the lyrical content of the song. Lyrical content being strong. A phrase being strong.
I mean, the word guess is said many, many times.
Many times. And guess the color of my underwear? Got it.
It's cute.
It's very cute. It's a very fun song.
A tangent, but what do you think the next big concert movie will be? I don't know. I mean, after Eras and Renaissance, we're also not in the like movie theaters need content era anymore, I feel like. So I hope there's another new big one, but I don't know when it's going to be.
Maybe. Would she do one for, like, if she does a Cowboy Carter tour?
Oh, I could see that. I
feel like the only two people who can do a concert movie in theaters right now are Taylor and Beyonce.
I completely agree with you.
And Taylor's not doing a tour for a little while. Like, Taylor.
And she deserves to
is going to be a little toured out.
Come on.
Hello, Montrez.
Michael Smith, I have not listened to the Chloe album. I'm glad you like that Strawberry song, but I've not gotten to it. If you did another listening party, who would you do it for? Love the Chapel one. I mean, we're going to do a Sabrina Carpenter one when that comes out next week.
Oh, but like one for the Patreon.
That I don't know. I mean, there's so many albums I'd love to
I
go
feel like
through.
we're doing a musical theater one.
Girl, we just listened to Violet and our review should have been out, but someone didn't get around to editing. So maybe if you love musical theater, it will be out already.
I thought we were going to alternate.
Alternate what?
Like musical theater pop.
I mean, I mean, maybe if we do a musical theater one, maybe we can watch the Legally Blonde the musical.
God.
Yes.
We've already done a video of that.
Have we watched it all together as a group?
No, but we talked about it.
I don't think we're trying to make these popular.
Oh, wow. Wow. You all want to sit here and listen to the Secret Garden original broadcast recording together, don't you?
I do not. We will find something that we're all excited about.
Wow. We should all be excited for In Lily's Eyes, okay? Because it's one of the greatest things put to fucking record, okay?
I mean, we listened. I was in the Secret Garden my freshman year of high school.
Yes, and you didn't appreciate it enough.
That kid was so sick, and I felt bad.
Yeah, well, when you're stuck in bed all day.
That's a hard time. T-Pain and Mariah should have did Migrate. Yes. I don't even know what the context is, but the answer is yes.
Anything having to do with Migrate, something more happening with Migrate, we're on board for. You should listen to the Trolls playlist. Haha. Mav loves it. No, that's my niece Ava.
Oh, hi, Ava.
Maverick is her little brother. There's a playlist for Trolls.
I mean, I don't know what that is.
Is there another Trolls movie coming out?
I feel like
because
there can't
I feel like there's been 12 Trolls movies.
There have been a million.
And there's a soundtrack for all of them.
And I'm glad Anna Kendrick is getting that money, but come on. I'm not going to be engaging. The Anna Kendrick I love sings on The Last 5 Years and that little cup song that I think is cute.
That cup song was cute.
It was cute.
Yes.
Love that for you, Steele. ROFL. Steele is going to have us watching the 1837 revival of Carousel.
So Carousel did not exist in 1837, but that was funny.
Y'all's video had me shocked. 22 and New Romantics are two of my favorite songs ever. Hey, New Romantics is a classic.
And so is 22.
According to different people.
Which one peaked higher?
But which one was like a real single and not a bonus track? And it's different. It's a different thing. New Romantics didn't get a full push.
Okay.
22 got a full push.
Yeah, it didn't get a full push because it didn't warrant a full push, maybe.
Well, 22 was just in the shadow of a much better song, as we've been over. And also, we've been trying to pass along your positive messages to Travis. He refuses to watch the video.
I know, he's like scared to watch himself.
He like thinks something bad. It's like, don't worry, they're mean to us, not to y'all.
The viewers in the comments are mean to us. They're never mean to our guests.
No, never to our guests.
Yeah, Travis was a hit.
Maybe we can watch the Last 5 Years film.
That's cute.
Okay. That feels like we're both happy.
Okay.
Right?
Not that I'm not happy watching the Legally Blonde.
It seems like you were.
I don't think there's a Legally Blonde high quality.
There's not a high quality, but I mean, there's a YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not out. It's not high. I remember when we watched it years ago when we did a review of it for Patreon. We were watching it and it was so blurry, but it's so good that we still enjoyed ourselves.
It's so good.
I can't decide which one of you two is cuter. It's me.
Oh, that's spend all night last night awake trying to figure it out. That's very kind.
Oh, you need to go to bed. Don't worry about us. We're doing fine.
That is kind. And
kind.
It's a tie.
It's a tie. Yeah.
A Charlie reaction before Flo is wild. I mean, those Charlie people wish they didn't ask for that reaction though. Anyway, we've talked about Flo. I've talked about how much I like Flo. I'm ready for the album, the full thing. Haven't seen it yet. King Travis. That's the thing. We love Travis.
I just love Travis because we are crazy next to him.
Yes.
And Travis is so like dry and like stoic. And the thing is, Travis, he comes home one day. Like this was literally months ago.
Yeah.
And he was just like, I'm offended. And I'm like, why? And he's like, someone told me that I was dry. And I'm like, you are dry. That's your sense of humor. Like you have a dry sense of humor. And he's just like, I'm not dry.
What would he say? What would he call himself?
I don't know. I'm like, well, what would you call yourself? And he's just like, I don't know, but I'm not dry. And the way he says it, he sounds like Ben Stein. Like he's just like, I'm not dry.
Hi, Jimmy Donahue. So happy to see you. Check. Their new song Check is so fun. Okay, I'm gonna need to listen to Check. Also, guys, we did just come back from a trip.
Yeah.
You can't be asking us to react to Lifetimes, listen to Flow. You know, Shawn Mendes put something on, I bet. That's great.
Yeah, we're tired.
Wow. What is this fresh, fun chat?
I don't know. What is it?
But we love it. We love it on a Monday. I love that even at a 6:30 p.m. on a Monday, y'all show up for us. It means so much.
They're here. They're just on the internet waiting.
What hair products do you use, Matt Steele? Curly hair girl.
Euphoria Curl and Defining Solution.
Did you live without it this weekend?
I did.
The hair looked good.
I saw pictures and I was like, no.
I thought the hair looked good.
My hair, every picture of me this weekend on our trip, I was like, absolutely
really?
not. We'll talk about it on the pod.
I mean, I didn't know this was important enough to get on.
It's fine. It's
pod.
fine.
Put Perry's Tears on your list too. We did listen to a Perry single that I don't think was called Tears, but I did like it. She's at the beach in a music video.
Yeah, that was a good song.
That was a good song.
I can't remember the name of it.
I can't either.
But it was good.
It was good.
We listen to so much stuff, guys.
We do.
Yeah,
we do.
It's hard to keep it track. And our brains can only hold so much content.
Love the button down, Palmer. Thank you. This is the one of the two linen shirts that I got from Abercrombie, and I was worried. And it does get wrinkly, but I learned that it's better that if you don't wash them in the dryer or dry them in the dryer and you just leave them to air dry. So this next go around, it was better.
Yeah, it looks good. Aren't you hot?
No, because that's the whole thing with linen is it's light.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just figured like in your house, like you would just be like, put me in a t-shirt and shorts.
Oh, well, I'm in shorts.
But you're all dressed up.
I
like
mean,
you're ready to go to another wedding.
I did just get off work and my new job wants me on camera sometimes.
Oh,
I know.
I'm so sorry about that.
Right? What a loss.
Oh, I was just talking about it this weekend. If I had to dress up for work, oh my God.
I mean, I don't really have to dress up, but I feel like
You have to look professional.
I can wear a tee, but like I feel like a collar goes a long way.
But you also don't work at home anymore.
What?
Oh no, sorry. You also don't work in an office anymore.
I don't work in an office anymore.
But you know, did you guys ever share clothes? No. Well, you have given me a shirt, the denim button-down short sleeve thing. I wear that on my audition videos.
Right. Oh, good.
If I have to play casual, semi-cool but not too cool, maybe gay but probably not gay characters.
Maybe gay, but probably not.
Nice.
Do you get a lot of those characters?
Yeah.
Okay.
I either get those or animals or drag queens.
Animals. Like for cartoons?
No, like for theater.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Animal
I'm
for
understanding.
theater. I only get auditions for animals or children.
Huh.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. I hope that's good. What albums have y'all been listening to re-listening to lately? Trying to think. I mean, was listening to a lot of podcasts on the trip and on the flights and everything. But I mean, since we did that one video, I have listened to a lot of Guts. I really like re-listening to Guts and, Equals MC Squared as well. There's just a lot of great shit.
Yeah.
A lot of great shit to re-listen to.
This is good shit, guys.
Oh. Guys, what are y'all up to? How's everybody feeling?
What was everyone doing on Sunday when we weren't here?
I hope you all remembered that we weren't going to be here and we're not surprised.
Who forgot? Be honest.
Yes, you can be honest. If you popped up here at 5:30 and like, where are these girls?
We'll just shame you.
No, we won't shame. But
they had no link to click.
There was
they
no
were
link
so
to
devastated.
click. There was nothing happening. It's true.
Right.
I re-listened to Cowboy Carter. It was great.
Yeah. Have you guys heard Diet Pepsi by Addison Rae? Yeah, I don't know. I know she's a TikTok girl, but my God, it hits. Okay, is this for a new album?
Maybe.
Addison Rae's coming out with a new album. Coming to LA next week. What's your favorite ride at Disneyland or Universal Studios?
Oh.
We're Six Flags girls, but
but I did just go to Disneyland.
That's true.
So I can speak
Did you
to
go
this
on that
a
Peter
little
Pan ride?
No.
Peter Pan ride always hits. How dare you?
I don't know much about Peter.
Peter Pan ride's the best ride at Disneyland.
Okay.
Obviously Space Mountain.
Still making that bed. That's funny. Space Mountain, but Space Mountain was closed.
Oh
no! Can you believe?
Oh, the only one that goes fast. I'm so sorry.
They have some cool things there. Matt Palmer, my top song of the year is "Coming for You" by JoJo, and I always think of you when I hear it, Mikey. Good for you. What a classic. What a classic.
Into the Woods must be a sure win. Lots of animals, lots of children. That was rude. I hope not. Was that rude? I hope not. You would kill the witch's rap. Oh, the witch is one of my dream roles. I would love to play the witch in Into the Woods, and my witch's rap in the shower does hit.
I believe that.
It's fucking great.
I believe that.
You guys are currently the soundtrack to me packing my suitcase right now. Where are you going, Jimmy?
Yeah, where are you off to? Did you see that break dancer? I saw a clip, the Australian break dancer who was doing something.
I could be an Olympian.
That's nice to feel when you watch that and you're like, you know what? I actually could do that. It's not like when you watch Simone Biles. It's like, I bet I could do that. Because no, you can't.
No, you can't.
No, you can't.
You can't.
But that I could do.
Yeah. Did you see Taylor Swift block Kanye from #1 on Billboard?
I did see that. Yeah.
Do y'all hear about The Greatest Showman going to Broadway?
Oof, I think I did, and I pushed it out of my mind. Worst movie.
I mean, they're always announcing things are going to Broadway. I'll believe it when I see a poster.
I mean, they should just have, just have a concert of different people singing Never Enough. That's what I want to see on Broadway.
A concert of just one
Yes.
song on Broadway?
Yeah.
Broadway is not for concerts.
Well, I mean,
Unless it's like Liza Minnelli doing like Liza at the Palace.
hey,
Okay.
I feel like there are some shows on Broadway, cough, cough, Moulin Rouge, that are basically concerts.
I wouldn't call Moulin Rouge a concert. I would call it a Las Vegas
Review?
extravaganza.
Yes.
Very impressive.
Yes.
If it's a Vegas show. But it's fun.
It's fun.
It's fun.
And I love that JoJo is now in it with Aaron Tveit.
Talented people. Lots of talent on the stage, and I do enjoy big casts.
Yeah.
I feel like shows on Broadway try to scale down their casts a little too much these days. So seeing a show like Moulin Rouge with a big cast is exciting.
Yeah.
But yeah, those songs, they really just keep coming. They just keep on coming.
They do. They really do.
Yeah.
I'm going to London for an Eras tour / West End Theater marathon trip for a week. Oh my gosh, I have the best time.
Smokey Joe's Cafe would like a word. Okay, yeah, Smokey Joe's Cafe was great.
I don't know what
That's
that
like another
is.
sort of like concert-y type
Oh,
show.
nice.
It was big it was on Broadway in like 1996, that season.
And I'm sure it wasn't on Broadway, but I loved Songs for a New World.
Oh, sure.
Song Cycle.
Yeah, Song Cycle. Song cycles were very big in like 2010.
Oh.
Everyone was like, I'm doing a song cycle. I'm doing a song cycle.
Did you feel the earthquake? I did. Did you feel it?
No, I was
Really?
waiting for my Uber in like the outside area to like get an Uber in LAX. And I guess when you're outside, you don't feel earthquakes.
Oh, this was the first one that, I mean, I don't know if we should wait till we're recording, but it's the first one that I have known was happening as it was happening. If that makes sense. Usually I'm like, is there a big truck going by? And I was like, oh shit, that's an earthquake. But this, like during the earthquake, because like shit, like books were falling in our house.
Oh my God.
I know. It was like,
that's what you get for having books.
I know. I'll tell Jackson you said that.
That's what you get for having books.
But yeah, it was, I mean, also just because the epicenter was like pretty close to here.
It was
and so it was like.
And I was kind of far away.
You were.
LAX is a little farther away.
I'm still mad about Jordan. Aaron Tveit or Jeremy Jordan. I like them both, but Jeremy Jordan is just vocally.
They're both great. I mean, not that Aaron Tveit's anything to scoff at.
No, not
vocally.
anything to scoff at, but Jeremy's got it. Aaron Dessner or Jack Antonoff. I mean, historically, Jack Antonoff, I think she should move on from both. But historically, there are more Jack Antonoff Taylor songs, at least, that I like.
Listen, Aaron gave us Cyrano the musical, which I do love.
And he gave us Would've, Could've, Should've. Excellent song.
Excellent song. I felt the one in Jersey months ago. I forgot that happened.
Now, why are we trying to just ban books? Y'all don't have to read them. They should still exist.
Yeah, we love my brother's a librarian, guys. And my brother has a book coming out in middle of June of 2025. So I support that book.
Absolutely. Maybe I missed it, but what were your thoughts on the Beyonce Team USA intro? Loved it or loved it? I mean, it was amazing. I loved every second. Any sort of visual Beyonce gives us is going to be excellent. And the fact that she threw in our great, big, complicated nation. and it was all over Yaya. 10 out of 10.
Since Greatest Showman is going to Broadway, Jeremy Jordan deserves that role after being denied it.
Oh, was he denied that?
Taylor Swift and Dr. Luke collab. I don't see that happening.
No, I don't see that happening.
LA going through it already. Maybe a harbinger of 2028.
Harbinger of what? A lot of earthquakes during the Olympics? Hopefully not.
Out of the Woods makes the choice clear. I mean, a masterpiece.
I mean, absolutely.
So Jack did a great job.
That's the thing. It's like Jack, when people get mad at him now, and I get it. These days, he doesn't do my favorite things all the time, but you can't look at melodrama and be like, oh, this guy's not talented.
Yeah, that Out of the Woods is like the Taylor song that when I hear people say they don't really like, I'm like, oh, I'm so confused as to how anyone, because like any other song is like, oh, okay, you don't like something short, but like Out of the Woods is just like, wait, what?
What's happening? Can someone explain, please? We're two gay people named Matt.
We're two gay Matts.
We are talking right now, and we're going to get into recording a podcast.
About to record a podcast, but before we record a podcast, we usually do this on Sundays. We talk to the people.
Yes.
Say hi.
Just say hello.
Yeah.
I would like Bea to dance again. I would love her. I mean, she danced a bit on the Renaissance tour. Not a whole bunch, but she was recovering. I believe she'll dance again, but I do think the days of like Formation tour, homecoming level dance is probably behind us.
Sure.
We're all aging.
Yeah.
Guys, let Beyonce stand up there and get carried around on a disco ball or whatever.
Yeah,
you
but
know?
she'll dance.
She'll dance.
She'll do a cover of I'm Never Gonna Not Dance Again.
No, she won't.
Could you imagine if she did a cover of that? We would all just be like, oh.
I'm impressed that you remember that song.
Oh, it's on the playlist at work,
Oh.
so I always hear it as I'm making shakes.
That's the thing, is that's a song that sounds like it was made for a playlist at work.
Yeah.
You know, like that's a retail therapy kind of song. What Olympic sport would you do if you had to do one? Oh, I don't think I'd be great.
Breakdancing.
But I would want to get more than 0 points. That lady got 0 points.
Sure.
That
But like everyone remembers her. Who
That's
remembers
true.
who got the fucking gold in breakdancing?
Not
No
me.
one. No, I would want to do trampoline. It looks like fun.
Oh, trampoline's an Olympic sport?
Yeah.
I didn't know. I think Hit Me Hard and Soft could very well take it for Album of the Year. I wouldn't be upset, but I don't want it. Oh, I believe my dad's here. Hi, Dad.
Hello, Mr. Palmer.
Hi. I hope Hit Me Hard and Soft gets it. I wouldn't be... I guess I would be mad because she already has one. And Hit Me Hard and Soft is great. And Birds of a Feather is great. But we all know my feelings. We all know my feelings.
But like at this point, it's not a joke anymore.
It's not a joke.
It's not a joke anymore.
It's not.
We will not sleep until Beyonce has an album of the year.
Absolutely, we will not. Have you guys heard Billie Eilish perform at the Olympics yet? It was good. The Greatest is definitely proving to be one of the best songs live every time. And always so excited for these podcasts. Oh, thank you so much. I saw a clip of her singing, and she sounded great. But no, I didn't watch the full performance.
Is that what she was singing, The Greatest?
I guess. I mean, I did see her singing Birds of a Feather for sure, because I was reading, we were in a restaurant when this was happening.
We were watching, and we were like, I wonder what she's singing.
Yeah. I'm curious if Brad will be nominated given the cultural impact, despite how crazy that sounds. I'm not even a Charlie stan. I would be shocked if it was nominated just because it's so off kilter, but you never know.
I could see it winning like dance,
electronic,
album,
absolutely.
I don't. Who knows all these categories?
I
at the Grammy
know.
Awards. But Beyonce album of the year. Let's go. What if Taylor wins again?
I don't foresee
that. I think she's chilling.
Yeah.
I can't believe the next Olympics is in LA.
That's going to be an interesting moment.
Sure.
For all of us LA folks.
I would much prefer Cowboy Carter, and I want Beyonce to finally get it, but they're never gonna. Oh, have faith, Tyler.
You gotta have faith.
You gotta have faith.
That's what George Michael told us.
Yeah.
Gotta have faith, the faith, the faith. Imagine they give it to Katie. I mean, her first Grammy Award win is Album of the Year.
Album of the Year.
143.
For 143.
I think so, honey.
They did Birds of a Feather and The Greatest, though I only saw... Oh, I missed the comment.
Oh.
Though I only saw... I have to look up here now for the comments. I can't really read it.
What? The only thing that'll piss me off, that whenever she finally wins, the effing haters will say it was because due to pressure. Whatever. I don't care what
Who cares?
they say.
She's got one.
Who do you think is going to be Best New Artist? Chappell Roan. I do. I believe Sabrina will get nominated, but I imagine
I could see Sabrina winning pop vocal performance.
Sure.
Like for the song or the album, something.
Yeah.
But I see Chappell winning Best New Artist.
Absolutely. And I would love it.
Yeah.
I would love it.
We love to spread the wealth.
We really do. That's the thing. I
wealth.
don't want to like keep my favorite artists to myself. I want the world to know,
Yeah.
just so I could be like, see, I was right.
Yeah.
And we were right. I mean, truly, y'all were right and forced us into listening to her, but we were on board very quickly.
I think the last act, Beyonce will win. I mean, I do think if Cowboy Carter doesn't win, like I think it would be cool if it was the last act of this trilogy.
It would
that
be.
won. It's very much like a Lord of the Rings: Return of the King winning. It's kind of like, no, this feels a little more right.
Mm-hmm. But it's also like, just give her both. Give her
That's
for
fair,
Act
just
2
give
and
her
Act
both.
3.
But then if they give her both, then I'll still be
I
even
know.
angrier that they didn't give it to her for Renaissance.
Renaissance.
I mean,
I re-listen to that sometimes. I'm like, bitch, are you kidding?
It's so
This
great.
is so good, and it's such a love letter to us queer people. It just is.
who likes sparkly things?
Who likes sparkly things? Gay Mats for Socialism.
If the rise and fall of a Midwest princess came out this year, I think that could have been a front runner.
Is it not within the window? What? I don't remember what the. I know that it was released in September of last year, but I don't remember
what the cutoff was?
Cutoff
I feel like
was.
it's usually in September.
Okay, and then it could still be.
Yeah, is it eligible? Someone
it's
do that
eligible.
research for us.
Yeah.
We're entertaining the people.
And but the thing is, if she is a new artist still and building, her biggest hit's not on that album. Olivia didn't win album of the year for her debut, which is called Sour. I don't think Chappell would. just because she's so new. I feel like they want to give it to
Yeah.
like a more established artist usually.
Yeah.
New York.
This is the album of the decade.
It's great. And That Girl is my ultimate album or opener. Absolutely. New York or LA. I mean, I love them
I
both.
think it's within the window by a week.
Oh, good.
Okay. Oh,
I love that.
Okay.
I love that.
it's crazy how Beyonce has the most Grammys out of anyone, and a single one isn't album of the year. Like,
know.
sorry, not sorry. The Grammys never served the deserves.
It's true.
Do we think they are soggy about her mentioning album of the year in the album? Do they even know?
Do they? I mean, that's the thing. Were they even listening close enough?
Do they listen to those full albums,
Right.
all those voters?
Oh, most of them not.
Do you think Renee Rapp has a chance of getting Best New Artist nom? I could see her maybe getting nominated.
Right, but when did she put out her album?
Yeah,
Was
I
that
feel like
within
that
the
was
past year?
Previous
Yeah,
year.
but maybe.
Yeah.
I'm moving to LA soon. I'm excited. Oh,
Yay.
that's exciting.
Actually,
Tori.
I want to say Snow Angel was like November or something.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
My favorite albums this year in order are Him, Me, Heart, and Solve, Cowboy Carter, Brat, Eternal Sunshine, Chapel Roan,
Yes.
Found Heaven. What's Found Heaven?
I think that's the Conan Gray album.
Cool.
Huh.
I mean, Taylor doesn't have a Song of the Year Grammy. That is weird. That's
It
a
is
weird
weird.
fact.
It
That
is
Taylor,
weird.
who is the songwriter of the generation,
Right.
doesn't have the specifically Song of the Year.
It's weird.
Grammy.
But album of the year is the top
she
prize.
has 4.
She has, album of the year is the top prize, and she has
Yeah.
4 of those. So I don't feel bad.
Who would you want to perform at the Kamala inauguration? I mean,
Beyonce.
Anyone, as long as it happens.
Yes. Whoever wants to
It could
perform.
literally
That's
be-
not like Kid Rock or something.
I don't foresee he'd be
Yeah, I don't think he'd be involved.
But hey, if he changes his tune, his endorsement would be a welcome one, I guess.
I guess. I don't think it would carry much weight. I'm late. How was Nain Ridge Island? Bainbridge was lovely. We'll talk about it. But yeah, it was great. It was a great weekend. A beautiful wedding. We love the gays.
Beautiful guests
Beautiful.
at the wedding.
Yes. Beautiful husbands now.
Beautiful husbands now.
All Too Well. All Too Well should be the song of every year. Let's be serious.
She should just keep releasing new versions of All Too Well until it wins Song of the Year.
I can't wait for the 30-minute version.
And she'll be like, "Oh, this is actually the original version."
Right,
And it's
I
like,
wrote this.
I wrote this 20 years ago.
And it's like, no, you
okay,
didn't.
Taylor, whatever. We'll believe it.
Right, just put it out.
Just put it
Let's hear
out.
the new verses.
Yeah.
That are all weirdly about Matt Healy or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh God. Okay, should we get started?
Sure, why not?
Let's do it.
Okay.
Oh no, that's not the right.
This is where my
Yeah.
brain is. Ooh, girls.
Girls.
I've got the brain fog from the travel. It's a foggy brain, just like how Seattle is sometimes a foggy town.
I mean, yes, but it's worrying to me that you're saying foggy brain since that's a COVID symptom.
Oh, anything can cause foggy brain.
Okay, I
COVID,
worry.
Exhaustion.
Luckily, I've had it recently enough that you would not be getting me sick at the very moment. But when I hear brain fog, I hear COVID.
Listen, if I were to get COVID, my COVID would be so strong it would overpower your immunity.
Okay,
baby.
well, bitch, I hope you tested before you came here.
I feel great. I'm just tired. Okay, I'm
Okay.
allowed to be tired.
I don't know. Everyone keep an eye on Matt
It was a
Steele.
long weekend. It was a long.
Yeah, I know. I was there too, remember?
Yes, but are you not tired?
I'm okay.
Jesus God, I'm younger. I should be full of more energy than
Well,
you.
guess not. Guess you're going to die first.
No.
Okay, let me put in the net.
Okay.
Oh, some people are getting an ad, some people are not. Foggy brain is my natural state, LMAO. Will Kamala wear a dress for the inauguration? She doesn't have to. I never want to see her in a dress. I want her pantsuited down.
Suited.
Yes.
What did she wear to the? I want to say at one point she wore like a cape thing.
Ooh, that's
I think
cool.
To the Biden inauguration.
That's very
thing.
cool.
Yeah. You
No.
get it, Tyler.
She'll wear a
Where's
blazer.
Tyler again?
As she should. As she freaking should.
Yeah,
Oh,
she'll
we're getting the ad.
We're getting the ad.
That's the thing. I guess some people have like YouTube Premium or whatever, but
Yeah.
we don't. I don't.
Mm-mm.
Do you want to start? Do you want to start?
I'll start.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to another Two Gay Mats, the podcast. It is Matt Steele.
And it's Matt Palmer.
And we're coming at you a day late. I'm so sorry, but Matt Palmer and I were on a joint trip.
We were.
Together. We flew at different times.
We did.
But we were there for the same reason.
Yes.
And that was for the wedding of our wonderful friends.
Kind of
Corey and
wedding.
Zach. Kind They're like, it's not a wedding because they were already married, so it's more just like a celebration. But like,
Right.
so the people on the podcast can understand it was a wedding. It was a
Hey.
wedding. It was a reception.
Yes,
for a wedding that happened months prior.
Yes, they were already technically married, but Zach, one of the lovely grooms, grew up on Bainbridge Island, which is right off of Seattle. We took a ferry to go there. It was very nice, very lovely. And we kind of were on this beautiful estate, and the lighting. The thing is, when gays have a wedding, every detail.
Not a wedding.
Not a wedding, excuse me. Have a not wedding.
Yeah.
Every detail is going to be thought about.
Yeah.
My favorite thing was we were on the way back. It was like 2 a.m. and Matt Steele's talking to the DJ. And he's like talking about, oh, I know Zach through Sean. And Matt Steele was like, oh, who is Sean? He's like, oh, he was the creative director of the event.
Creative director. I love how we are describing this wedding, not wedding, as like a piece of musical theater.
Yes.
Like a film trilogy or something like this. Like the creative producer of said event. You know, every detail of my wedding, ladies and gentlemen, is not going to be that thought out.
Oh.
It's like throw everyone in my backyard, give them a giant plate of baked ziti, and call it a day.
Mine won't be that. So mine will be closer to the thought out moment, but I appreciated it very much. You could see any of the pictures that were taken, the lighting, the table settings. The thing is, and Corey is a fucking retired baker, essentially. He has worked in kitchens in the past, and man, oh man, if he didn't bake the shit out of 3 different tiramisus and a whole plate of cookies.
And those tiramisus were brilliantly labeled. It's like, this one is no nuts. This one has alcohol. This one has this. Like, everything was very specifically like thought out and planned.
Yes.
And I loved this wedding, not wedding, because
Yes.
it said on the thing, do not wear a suit.
Your favorite.
It was like dress colorfully, but casually.
Leave the suit at home.
Leave the suit at home. And ladies and gentlemen, if there is not a tie around my neck, I am thrilled. I wore a nice little polo from Zara. Matt Palmer wore his Abercrombie.
Yes.
Knitted floral moment. There was a lot of
Absolutely.
floral moments happening. So it was very, and it was nice because it was like mostly outdoors.
Yes.
So it matched the scenery and everything. And there was also a dance floor in a barn. Also, this wedding, not wedding, went from 6 o'clock p.m. to 2 o'clock in the morning.
Which it's like, when was the last time I was out just like dancing until 2 o'clock in the morning? Because guys, we may look young. Don't say anything. But that hasn't happened for me in a long time. But it felt like, how could we leave early? Like, we're celebrating 2 wonderful people, 2 great friends of ours, and they love to dance. Like, the dancing section of this party was 5 hours long.
Yeah.
They sent the DJ a playlist of 300 plus songs.
300 of the gayest songs you could possibly imagine.
And they were all cut down to 90 seconds. You look on the wall, and it's just Chappell Roan, Brittany, Christina, all the music videos you want to see, some Janet in there. It was everything. I was such a lovely place, a lovely event, a lovely wedding, not wedding.
And I have never been to Seattle before, and I have a couple friends in Seattle, so I got to see them. I got to hang out like on Friday with my friend Nicola, who I went to college with, and she and her boyfriend Eric took me to see like the Space Needle and the famous market thing where they throw the fish around and all that fun stuff. Got to see their house in Issaquah and all that cool stuff. And then wedding, not wedding was Saturday, and then Sunday got to see my friend RJ. Got to see we stayed with our friends Justin and his boyfriend, and then we met your other friend Susie.
Yes. And Justin and I went to high school together. I have known Justin since he was in 10th grade. I was in 9th, something around there. And he's just been a lovely friend to me ever since. So the fact that he let me, Jackson, and Matt Steele
He's
stay.
been a lovely friend to meet her.
Let
me sleep in a bed.
I mean, that's the thing, is it was just a lovely place to stay. It's always great to visit Seattle. And it was just a great time.
Yeah.
Great time was had by all.
You flew in last night. I flew in this morning.
Yes.
And my flight being this morning means that we do this podcast on a Monday instead of a Sunday. So
Yes.
sorry about that.
Yeah, we're not that sorry. We're doing it for you. I'm telling you, I listen to so many podcasts that are like, we're going on breaks. The season's over. And I'm like, what's a season? What's a podcast season? Get on the mic.
I know.
Right.
Like, God, The View takes a month-long break in August, which I know because, like, I'm currently missing my View girls. So why don't we take a break?
I mean,
it's because we work. We work for the people. We're here for the people.
I believe the View girls work as well, but they're much more handsomely paid.
They're much more handsomely paid.
Yes. And, I mean, they are on every day, though, and we're only on once a week.
5 days a week.
Yes.
Yeah.
I guess we're on 2 days a week if you're counting the YouTube videos, but whatever.
Some days some weeks it's more than 2 days of work.
That is true. You are absolutely right about that, because
Yeah.
we have Patreon exclusive content available to you at patreon.com/2gaymats. Which, by the way, one more thing at the wedding, we weren't trying to do this. But were we at a table with a lovely young lady who talked about how much she loved, Survivor and Bravo, and we got to talking about the podcast. And is she a patron now? Possibly.
We love you, Julie.
We didn't. Yes, we love you, Julie. And we didn't ask her to be.
No.
We didn't push it. We were not trying to network at this wedding, but
literally everything she likes, we like as
We
well.
like too.
And so we made a new friend.
it only made sense.
We
so
made a bunch of new friends in Seattle.
absolutely, we did.
The land of friendship.
Is that
Town
right?
of friendship. It is now because we made friends
We
in Seattle.
did. It is true. We made friends in Seattle. Should we jump into the news for idiots?
Yeah, because we have a whole extra day of news. 'Cause
I
it was
know.
a week and a day.
And the most important news. I keep thinking one of these weeks I got to stop putting Kamala on the cover of our podcast.
Yeah,
but
guys, we can't help it that she's a star and an
She's-
icon and the next future president of the United States.
She absolutely is. And I hope that you're all preparing to vote for her and her now running mate, Tim Walz.
Walz.
No T.
No T.
I keep wanting to say Waltz. I said Waltz for the first 5 days.
Of course you did. Everyone did. But doesn't it feel so good? And my voice and speech teachers would be very excited because they would always teach us how to pronounce the Z's, Walz. They would always be make sure to get the Z.
Hey, that's
know?
how we were talking in Seattle about how I pronounce my T's very exactly. Apparently, Jackson has made note that when I say the word exactly, I hit the T.
You say it exactly.
hit the T more than many people do.
Yeah.
So clearly, voice and speech was, I would have passed with flying colors.
Hey.
I would say.
But guess who else passes with flying colors amongst a lot of people?
A lot of people.
Everyone loves Tim Walz.
Everyone loves Tim
everyone.
Walz.
What an amazing choice.
I just have everything I read about him. It makes me fall in love with him more. Have you watched the video of him and his daughter at the amusement park?
Yeah.
It's so adorable, so likable. He just is a winning person, a likable personality. There's no way you interact with this person and not love them. And also, he's about the policy. He has done such a great job. He's the governor of Minnesota. Great, and he's done a great job there.
Yeah.
Minnesota's doing wonderfully.
Love Minnesota.
Love Minnesota and love Tim Walz. Love that he was a football coach,
Oh my God.
former teacher who was the representative for the GSA in 1999. Which, by the way, if we're just going to be doing our math, I was in high school in the early 2000s, and we requested a GSA, and we're not allowed to have one. So it feels like GSAs, gay straight alliances, if you don't know what that is, the gay. That would be something so very acceptable because it's such let's build connections and love each other. And in that time, it was not the thing to do. And Tim Walz stuck his neck out for the queer community. At that time, a teacher who has no stocks, has no money, tied up in crazy things, feels I don't know. I'm in.
The resume is just incredible because it's more than 20 years in the military, then a teacher.
Yes.
Two things that average Americans love and root for, and then in the House of Representatives for a while,
Yes.
representing his district, and then governor. It's
Right.
so many things on that are checked off. It's the resume is incredible, and also I think he really scratches the itch of because Biden and Harris was such a winning ticket in 2020.
For sure.
So it's Kamala Harris does so well with just a lovable man by her side.
Yes.
A lovable man who seems older. He's only a year older than her.
They look.
But he gives, because he's, a little more earthy.
Yes.
He's more Minnesotian,
Yes.
And so he very much appeals to an older generation while she's sleeker and cooler and a little more lawyerly.
Yes.
He's just the lovable guy that Joe Biden was. So it's
Right.
the formula that has proven to work in 2020 works. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Absolutely.
And so I think they contrast each other so well. And he's just such an adorable guy.
Yes.
Yeah, and a stand-up guy.
And I just love, and I'm so, because my only, I worry. My only worry was oh my gosh, is the enthusiasm going to die down? And I feel with this VP pick, I would say 99% of people who are concerned about who she was going to pick for VP were thrilled about this choice.
It's so crazy how much he unites the entire coalition.
Yeah.
He has Nancy Pelosi was endorsing him, Joe Biden was endorsing him, Barack Obama, AOC, all these different people from all different parts of the Democratic Party and independents as well. I saw Marianne Williamson tweeting, who never has anything nice to say about any of the Democrats
Right.
running. I heard she tweeted, she was just Tim Walz is a great choice. I was
Love
just
it.
when you can unite that many people,
Yes.
that's a winning ticket. So I'm happy.
It's looking good, guys. I just love, let's keep the ball rolling. It's a happy news, happy week. Happy wedding, not wedding.
Happy wedding, not wedding, guys.
And speaking of people who are not likable at all, Trump's going to do the debate. He says, I believe he truth socialed the wrong date, but I believe, supposedly, according to ABC, he'll be showing up on stage debating Kamala Harris on September 10th. And I can tell you already how that's going to go for him.
You know?
Not great. Not great.
Not great, but I'll be watching.
I will be watching.
Being like, well, there you have it.
There you go. So
Yeah.
I'm excited to watch a debate this season because I have yet to. And it's going to be one that I feel great about. And go Kamala.
Go Kamala.
Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah.
We need to talk about Joaquin because I had been hearing talk of this gay romance from Todd Haynes happening for a while now.
Yeah,
I believe they cast the other lead, and this, from what I understand, was his idea. He came to Todd Haynes with this NC-17 rated gay love story that was supposed to be helmed by Todd Haynes. He was going to star in, and the news comes out on August 9th that Joaquin Phoenix has dropped out of Todd Haynes' untitled gay romance film just 5 days before filming was set to begin in Mexico. A source close to the production tells Variety the actor got cold feet.
It's because guys, sets were built.
Wild.
And this is a period piece. This
Yes.
takes place. It's like a love story between two men in the 1930s. It's a period piece. So those sets had to be built and replicated, and costumes. There was a lot of energy and millions of dollars put
Absolutely.
into the development of this, the legalities of this, and just the creation of this. And Joaquin Phoenix developed this, and then suddenly he was like, actually, I don't want to do this. Was there any more explanation other than cold feet? And cold feet about what? I guess the explicitness of
The sex scenes,
the
I
sex scene.
guess?
Well, also, first of all, that's kind of shocking because this is the guy who did Joker, and this is
Right.
a guy who's very much I'm willing to go to any place for
Right.
my craft and everything. And second of all, you are the one who developed this.
Yes.
If you're suddenly uncomfortable with how explicit this movie might be, if that is the reason, you can just change it. Why can't you just be hey, how about we film it in a way that's not as explicit? We make it rated R.
Right.
I don't know if I'm comfortable with how graphic these scenes might be. Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, it's because he pulled out, obviously, the finances pulled out, and millions of dollars were lost. Also, these crew members,
That's the worst part of it
who
to me.
were scheduled to work for months on this, had months of work scheduled, now don't have a job.
Yes.
And because they blocked off their schedules.
Yes.
Woo! And
Yeah.
what a I'm so and I wonder can you find? I'm sure there are other actors who would want to do this.
Right. I think from what I'm
But-
reading of the tweet, it's basically the distribution and the production. Well, the distribution especially was contingent on him being in that role.
Mm-hmm.
So the role cannot be recast at this stage. The crew is now out of work, and stakeholders in the film still need to be paid. Losses could exceed 7 figures.
I'm just what actor who is as famous as Joaquin Phoenix could have jumped in here?
I know, right?
I mean, James Franco would have been down, but
No.
he's not getting work lately.
That's the thing. How do we find someone who's not problematic to take on this role? I don't know.
and as famous.
And as
Because,
famous.
girl, I'm down to do whatever, but I don't know if I can rake in the big bucks like
Right.
Oscar winner Joaquin Phoenix can.
It feels like a bad move, and a producer, Christine Vachon, excuse me if I'm mispronouncing, has gone to Facebook to say a version of this did happen. It has been a nightmare. If I haven't returned your call or been in touch, this is why. And please, if you are tempted to finger wag or admonish us that that's what you get for casting a straight actor, don't. This was his project that he brought to us and Killer, which I think is the production company. Their record on working with LGBTQ actors, crew, director speaks for itself. And those of you who have know that you are making a terrible situation even worse. Which, by the way, I didn't see anyone talking about that. I would never blame the production for this, but it's
No.
Joaquin, especially you're about to go on a promotional tour for Joker 2.
You're going to be in the press soon.
You're
very
going
quickly.
to have to answer for this very soon. And right next to Lady Gaga, after she said she's investigating Donald Trump on her own or whatever she's going to say on this promo tour, So
Yeah.
we're going to be listening to hear what the response is, because I don't think you can get out of that, babe.
Yeah.
Mess.
Listen. We wanted these NC-17 seeds, Joaquin. But we would have been happy with rated R. It didn't need to be NC-17.
I wasn't.
Listen,
I've never said I need an NC-17 gay film starring Joaquin.
No, but like if it was out, like I would have seen it. Absolutely.
Yeah, I would have
seen
seen
it. The thing
it.
is, like, we are happy with even just like challengers, like base level
Yes.
homoeroticism. Okay, like where
That's
all they
true.
do is just like kiss a little. Like we would have been sat for
Hey,
that.
someone was watching Challengers on the seat in front of me on the flight back, and I was like, ugh. I bet she's living.
She's having a great
Bet she's having
time.
a great time.
Yeah.
And more movie news because we love that.
Love film.
We love film.
Oscar season's starting. September is coming, and those movies are coming out.
Oh my God. Well, I mean, I was just telling you I'm already sick of summer, so I'll take it. If it gets us to September and after this heat of September in LA, which, you know, Muna has sung about, then we'll be into fall. And fall's so lovely because we're leading up to Christmas. And so if that's what it takes, you can be happy for that, and I'll be happy for this. But speaking of films, it ends with Us. I have looked into this and I'm not completely understanding, but there is a huge divide amongst the people that made that film.
Oh, you don't fully know all the details because I haven't been following.
I
it
will
either.
tell you what
Okay.
I know,
Okay.
and we will see if we can put something
Put
together.
the pieces together.
It ends with Us is based on a book.
Yeah.
And it stars Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively. Justin Baldoni was also the director of this film. And as he's directing the film, apparently, from what I understand, and again, this is a spoiler alert if you plan on watching this film or reading the book, from what I understand, it is a story about abuse. But the promotion you are seeing for this film, if you are seeing any promotion for it, A, centers around Blake Lively, Justin Baldoni, and she do not do promo together. And B, it's basically being pitched as like a lovely rom-com. It is pitched in a way that is very light.
A lovely rom-com about abuse.
Right, but the abuse is being, like, they're not mentioning it. Like, they're trying to get people in the seats, getting people
By
to the theater.
advertising as
Yes.
a nice bait and switch.
Yes.
Give the audience what they don't want. I love it. You know that's my motto.
Yeah, we love to get the audience.
I
things
absolutely
that-
love it because it's like, fuck yes, director. Yes.
But the thing is, if only they were backing the director, because this is Blake's vision for a film that she did not direct. Justin Baldoni directed this feature, and I believe it was supposed to, like, he's like, I don't like that this is going on. Supposedly, that is the rumor, that he doesn't like the promotion is so light.
Gotcha.
Blake Lively is tying in her new hair care brand with the promotion of this film about abuse. And for whatever reason, maybe because she is the more famous person, it seems like everyone in the, like, as from the author to Blake going like, well, you know, my husband actually rewrote an entire scene from this film, blah, 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 blah. And Justin Baldoni is like, I think he was asked in an interview, oh, would you direct the next one? He's like, you know, I think Blake would be the person to do that. So the rumor I also heard was that Blake, after getting Justin Baldoni's cut of the film, Blake had a cut of the film made to her liking separately from the director.
Ooh.
And they actually tested the film in both versions in front of audiences, and audiences much preferred the director's version.
Oh.
But, so the director's version is what's out now.
Okay.
But Blake Lively, Jenny Slate, the author, Colleen something, have all unfollowed Justin Baldoni.
Okay.
They don't take pictures together on red carpets, distancing themselves from each other. It just is a fucking mess, but it also made $50 million.
I love this because I don't know who I'm rooting for. Because it's like, I see why so many people might be upset.
Yes.
Art isn't easy. Everyone has different opinions.
Yes.
And sometimes some opinions weigh more than others, usually depending on who has the biggest check
Right.
that they wrote. You know, I guess maybe I'll see it and see how I like it. I don't know.
Let us know. If once you see it, let me know what happens and like how you feel about the film. But I also believe the backlash has gotten so loud that the author, Colleen Hoover, I want to say her name is, has made her TikTok private.
Okay.
And so I just think, but maybe it's like, what was the movie with Harry Styles and Olivia?
Oh, don't worry, darling.
I feel like the mess around that film led it to making a bunch of money. And I heard that film was bad. And maybe...
Guys, that film is solid. Like, Don't Worry, Darling is a good movie. I don't know why people thought it was bad.
Okay.
I do not remember anything bad about that movie. Like, it was entertaining, and I enjoyed myself at that movie. I think the mess around it made people excited to trash it.
All right, well, this has mess. It has a 59% on Rotten Tomatoes, so almost a 60. And
Okay.
so that's something.
Listen, That's still considered rotten on Rotten Tomatoes.
It is.
But
It is.
when Babylon has a score that's similar, you're like, I heard it was rotten.
Oh, I mean, but
you're
I
like,
also heard
this
it
is
was
almost a 60.
But I mean, I'm trying to think positively, but I've
Why
heard
can't you
from
think positively about
countless.
Babylon?
You're literally the only person I know who likes Babylon.
I might be the only person that you know who saw Babylon.
Well,
okay. Well, you're about to see it soon.
Oh God, I am. Jesus.
We're reviewing it for Patreon.
We are. Poor
I'm
me.
so excited. It's
Poor
the best movie ever
fucking
made.
me.
Best movie
Can't wait
ever
to watch
made.
an elephant shit on the camera.
It's great.
I'm really.
Oh, it's over in 15 seconds.
I mean, it's going to be tough. But whatever. It made a bunch of money. It ends with us. I wonder what's happening there. And maybe we'll get to the bottom of it one day.
One day. Oh, there should be a movie about that.
A feud season. Ryan Murphy. That'd be amazing.
Maybe a feud season. I'm thinking like an Aaron Sorkin kind of like drama movie, kind of like the behind the scenes thing, like this isn't Aaron Sorkin, but the Reitman movie with like about the SNL, the first night of SNL.
That trailer did not look good.
Oh, I think the trailer's fun.
Oh, really? Yeah. I thought that was the problem, is it wasn't fun. Like, I felt like the SNL trailer.
Oh, but I think that's what makes it fun.
Oh, well.
It's kind of like, see this movie about the funniest people alive, and it's like real serious. I'm so into that. As I said, don't give the audience anything they want.
I don't think that's right.
Because that is a statement, darling.
I guess. In really terrifying news, Taylor Swift had to cancel her concert in Vienna after there was a terror plot in Austria that was foiled. 2 men have been arrested. The shows in Vienna have been canceled, but apparently a 19-year-old Austrian citizen was arrested Wednesday morning, and a second suspect was arrested in the afternoon. Basically, the suspects allegedly radicalized themselves online and were planning on a massive terrorist attack, either including trigger warning, stabbings, and or bombs and things at the Eras Tour. And it's just one of those things that reminds you of what happened with Ariana Grande back in the day. It's just like, I don't know. It's just that kind of shit is so terrifying and scary. These people that are just trying to go enjoy themselves. And like, there's nothing more pure to me than like, I'm going to the concert of my favorite artist. And the fact that terror attacks would happen there is always so scary. It's also like the Vegas thing that happened a few years ago as well. It's just like, the world is so frightening. And like, clearly this is a global problem. But
yeah, and
it's just terrifying.
And it's just like people are so sick. I mean, I'm glad that we have the technology and the resources available now to like catch this stuff before it happens. Like how all this was caught, I have no idea. But like y'all are brilliant, whoever you are. So that's great. That like what needed to be done was done.
I agree.
Yeah, and it's also just like so like sad for the fans.
I know.
Like that's so many people.
I know. And of course, I believe Taylor released a statement. I believe everyone's getting refunded. But this is just something that didn't have to happen. And I don't know. It's just terrifying. It's a scary world out there. And Kamala and Tim Walz will make it better. Not in Vienna, I guess. But whatever.
You know what?
They're going to make everything better. I can feel it.
But America's the leader of all the world. So the Vienna will follow in America's example.
Yeah.
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 That's how it works, guys.
Whatever. Yes. Vote for Kamala. Hits Daily Double says a Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars collaboration is dropping soon. Supposedly they have a duet that is some sort of ballad, but not completely sleepy, entitled Die With a Smile. There's a rumor it should be coming out in the next couple of weeks. You know, I've been waiting for Bruno. You know, when we get to male vocalists that I care about, it's a list of 101 for me, and it's Bruno fucking Mars.
Yeah.
I can't wait to hear this. Gaga obviously is coming back with something she told us at the end of that tour documentary, so hopefully this can lead into that. This can be the little bridge that takes us into the next Gaga era, and hopefully, I don't know if this is the first single for Bruno, or is this like on the Joker 2 soundtrack?
This is a Joker song. Die With a Smile. I feel like this is a Joker song for the Joker soundtrack.
But
I feel like if that was the case, that would be announced.
Yes. I would, but I guess
so. This is weird. Whatever.
It's all weird, but I'm interested.
Yeah.
I'm curious. I love when great singers sing.
When does it come out?
The date has not been announced, but I believe it's probably next Friday.
Well, the two gay mats will be here.
We will be.
We
here.
love Gaga. We love Bruno Mars.
Yes, we do. And did you see that Celine Dion came out and said, do not use my fucking song, Donald Trump. A queen. So Celine's management team and her label, Sony Music Canada, became aware of an unauthorized usage of the video recording musical performance and likeness of Celine Dion singing My Heart Will Go On at a Donald Trump J.D. Vance campaign rally in Montana. In no way is this use authorized, and Celine does not endorse this or any similar use. ... And really that song. Whatever queen came up with that.
I know.
Kudos to you, sir.
Celine's great.
She's just
great.
I assume she's still on the top of the Eiffel Tower just being like, fuck, I killed that.
I know. And Celine, speaking of the Wedding Not Wedding, the final song played at the Wedding Not Wedding dance extravaganza was All Coming Back to Me.
Yes, it's all coming back to me now. And it was an edited version, so it was a short, quick 6.5 minutes.
You know what? It packed the punch.
It really did.
And because we had to be out of there by 2.
Oh, and it was so good because at the end, at 2 a.m., the DJ was like, okay, goodbye, lights are on. And everyone's like, encore, encore. And they're like, no, get out. We're serious. This isn't a concert, babe.
Yeah.
We're not coming back out to sing Hero. Get out.
Yeah.
And we did.
We did. We followed our instructions.
The VMAs are happening this year.
I heard they got postponed today.
They did.
Because they were originally scheduled for September 10th, which is the debate that will happen. And so they were like, let's do it the day after.
Yes. So this is happening on the 11th of September. And performers include Chappell Roan, Sabrina Carpenter, Camila Cabello.
Is this going to be Chappell Roan's first big televised performance?
It might be
for the people.
I mean, non live streamed.
Yeah, that's
festival performance. It might be.
We're
I mean,
inside.
Correct us if we're wrong, but I believe this is going to be a big debut for her. Not that I think people still would watch the VMAs, or at least would watch the performances after the fact in a way of like, oh, I care about this, even though MTV, of course, has gone down the tubes. But I'm excited for Chappell. She's going to be on that maid stage, and I can't wait. I can't wait. She's going to do it. And I'm sure Sabrina will do a great job.
Yeah.
Perfect timing for her with her album coming out next
Good
week.
for them.
And, Camila, still kicking.
Yeah, it's good. We love longevity here at 2 Gay Mats.
We do.
We wish that for everyone.
We really do. Disney's D23 happened, and it's basically their... Is it annual conference? They have some sort of conference as if they're like Apple, and Tim Cook's on stage announcing the new iPhone, and they've announced a lot of sequels.
Yeah.
We have Frozen 3, Toy Story 5, Incredibles 3, Zootopia 2, all coming.
Yeah, I never know what any of these conferences are. I truly even when people talk about Comic-Con, I'm just like, what is this? It's a bunch of people who love things getting together and looking at things. I truly don't understand anything. But I those types of things stress me out. But what I did see from the D23 conference extravaganza, whatever it is, was Haley Mills singing "Let's Get Together." There was a tribute concert to the Sherman brother who just died, who wrote the songs from Mary Poppins, and so Haley Mills was up there with Leslie Ann Warren singing "Let's Get Together" from The Parent Trap, and I was just like, oh, I love The Parent Trap.
Oh, that's
the original with Haley
lovely.
Mills. So that warmed my heart last night at like midnight when I was getting into bed and scrolling through Twitter.
I love that for you. I mean, and I'm excited, and I get Disney's we got to make that money, and I'm glad they had this huge success with Inside Out 2, but maybe they were, a little nervous after a few of their more original releases didn't do as well. But I am always of the idea that a new idea or two would not hurt anybody. I did read that there is going to be a new Pixar Disney film about a girl who I think transfers her spirit into a raccoon and just to see how they live. It might be a different animal, but it's something like that. So that's something, but we're just getting so many sequels that I'm like, come on. Turning Red was amazing.
Yeah.
Soul was amazing. Luca was amazing. Inside Out 2, it is a sequel, but a great one.
Okay,
I just want more originals.
Yeah, it's kind of like when I hear of a new musical that comes out and then there's the words "the musical" after it. I'm always kind of just like, is that the musical needed? Unless it's Susical, the musical, because it rhymes. Hello. There's a reason why that is there and why it works for me.
Yes.
But if you need to preface even the title and saying this is a musical, I'm a little kind of we didn't really need to do that.
Okay.
Yeah, so when you see a number after a movie for you,
that is very me. It's very much I glaze over. But again, I say that, and then I will literally be talking about Inside Out 2 until my last day.
Yeah.
So
guys, we're hypocrites here on 2 Gay
Not
Mats.
hypocrites, but sometimes there are exceptions that prove the rule.
And the thing is, to be an exception, you need to be exceptional. So make all of these sequels exceptional, and we will be praising them on 2 Gay Mats.
Yes, and make all the musicals exceptional, and we'll praise them as well. Yes.
So, and then this is the most ringing endorsement you could possibly get.
I assume Matilda, the musical, is also on that list of things that earned the musical.
I mean, everything about Matilda is perfect.
I know you love it.
Perfect.
When I grow up.
I mean, everything.
I mean, I wonder, is When I Grow Up one of those songs Sober, where any song with that title is going to be good? Because I love that Pussycat Dolls song, When I Grow Up. Different vibe.
Or is there another song called? when I grow up?
I'll look during the break.
Okay. There's the Peter Pan song called I Won't Grow Up, and that goes off. That's a great song.
All right.
Yeah.
We love growing up.
And
when we were young, Adele, a little different.
Yeah.
But great song. This one is just for Matt Steele. Good news for you. Auntie Anne's Pretzels has announced their very own pretzel-scented fragrance entitled Need. So if you want to smell like a snack, Auntie Anne's has you covered.
I already look like a snack too, so I can now smell like my favorite snack, which is...
The question is, do you want to be wearing it or do you want your future husband to be wearing it?
I honestly, I would rather like we just get married at the Auntie Anne's Pretzels and then we like smell like the real thing forever. But if we can't have that, then we can both smell like Auntie Anne's Pretzels. I just, as someone from New Jersey who grew up in a mall, I just want to smell like my home. I want it to smell like home.
Well,
and Auntie Anne's smells like home.
I went to the mall a good bit. I don't know that what I describe myself as having grown up in. I feel like I grew up in a Virgin megastore.
But see, Georgia doesn't have as many malls as New Jersey.
Well,
in New Jersey, there are more malls per square mile than any other state in the United States.
Are they still open, those malls?
Yeah, okay. I think so.
Cool.
Well, I mean, some, they go up and down. But
Yes.
The mall that I always would go to is still going strong. Quaker Bridge Mall.
Yeah. Shout out to Quaker Bridge.
Quaker Bridge. Great Auntie Anne's Pretzels there.
Matt Steele.
Yes.
Do you have any other news for idiots you'd like to share with the people?
I don't think so.
Okay, we're gonna take a quick break and then be back with more 2Gay Matt's the podcast. Cute. Jersey Malls forever. Matilda's Perfection, When I Grew Up, Quiet, Miracle,
Quiet.
Revolting Children, all classics. Oh, that movie was good.
It's such
It was
such
good.
a great adaptation.
It was.
Oh, it was so good, and I feel like it did fine.
Yeah.
Like it did fine commercially and everything, but I should have gotten more.
I mean, didn't it come out during COVID? Because
it was 2022.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
then.
But it was a Netflix release,
Right.
so it was only playing in the Netflix theaters, kind of.
Right.
So it only played at like 2 theaters in LA. Probably very few theaters across the country. Matt, so I rewatched your Leonard Cohen reaction again, and you mentioned Hades Town, so I decided to listen to it, and it was amazing.
Oh,
yes.
They have great vocalists on that.
The Leonard Cohen is very Hades from Hades Town.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't lie.
Absolutely.
EMH or for future November video, assign each pop girly a song to sing at Kamala's future inauguration.
It's like, we'll do that if she wins. If she doesn't, we won't. But she will win.
Then we will take our month-long break.
That's the thing. Then we will take a sabbatical. Inside On 2 is on par with the OG. I mean, I need to rewatch the OG, but I might put it above.
I've never seen the OG.
You haven't?
No.
Wow. Hates animation.
Pixar movies are always the movies that like I see 10 years later, and I'm like, why didn't I see this sooner?
You saw Luca, right?
No, I've never seen.
Really? That's about gay people, kind of.
Kind of. It's like a wedding, not wedding. It's like about gay people, not really about gay people.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh my God, Blake Lively's giving me the ick lately. That dress was Britney's moment. Because the dress was created for her by Versace, not to be worn again on a red carpet.
Love Hades Town. Yeah, I learned that Aeneas explicitly mentioned Leonard Cohen as an inspiration. Oh, great.
I hear that.
Hey, we got these ears.
Yeah.
These ears were made for listening.
You can totally. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or shutting you out.
Now shutting them out.
Yeah. In what ways do you think Taylor will support Kamala? Whatever way she wants to do it.
I think Instagram, I could see her at an event.
I want.
I know what you want.
She releases a new song. Mm-hmm. All about, like, remember when she released that song, Only the Young Can Run, for the
Miss Americana documentary?
Miss Americana documentary.
Yeah.
And it was was it for the 2020 election? Because it didn't come out, it came out early 2020. I don't remember. But she releases a new song that's a little preachy, go out and vote.
Yeah.
But she releases a new song, and her first time that people can hear it is at the DNC.
Oh, come on.
So people have to tune in to the DNC. Yeah.
She baked cookies last time. I'll take the cookies. I'll take whatever she wants to give us. Like, this is Taylor's time.
Her and Beyonce come out together.
I wonder if Taylor's going to be like, well, this needs to be a Reputation TV tie-in. Like, is Kamala going to need to promote Reputation TV back? I don't know. But whatever is needed, let's do it.
I feel like Joe is more in his Reputation era right now because he's just like, fuck it.
Oh, Joe. I was like, Joe Alwyn?
Joe, like the president.
Got it. Okay. Pending the Tate McRae's acting abilities, who else should play Britney? I mean, I saw Felicia, Britney's old assistant, said that she thought that Emma Roberts should play Britney. And And I saw
Cool.
Billboard say they thought Sydney Sweeney should play Britney.
I saw one comment on the Sydney Sweeney one that was just like, she can't play Britney. They have different eyes. And it's like, Jesus fucking Christ.
They don't have to look exactly the same.
Not every single feature is the same.
Right. They're different people. I'm more concerned about the dancing. And again, maybe we can get a dancing double, but that is my number one concern.
I want this Britney biopic to be like a ballet of sorts, and it's told entirely through dance. I think that would be beautiful. I want a movie that's told entirely through dance in some capacity. So why not the Britney biopic?
Well, because Britney has things to say. You read that book?
But you can say so much through dance.
That's true.
If it's all done in ballet form, but like not like ballet, but like hot, great Britney dancing ballet.
Like, maybe they should focus on Illinois and making that a film or something. I want words. I would like the words.
I don't need words when I have expression.
I need words. I think Emma Roberts has the innocence, young-looking factor to do it. She could do it. Millie Bobby Brown, talented lady. Feel like every blonde lady looks like Britney. I mean, that's where they got the idea to be blonde. It was Britney. She was the first blonde ever. Did you know?
An unknown would be best. Listen, as long as it comes out, I'm down.
Emma cannot
down
sing
for it.
I mean, the thing is, am I wrong in saying I never need to hear anyone sing like the artist? Like, I don't need the actor to sing as the artist at any point in any biopic, unless the person is no longer with us. But like, just have Britney being like, and then she can fucking lip sync to it.
Hey, it'll get Britney. Maybe if Britney sings for the movie,
It'll inspire her.
It'll inspire her to get back in the studio,
That
and
would
like
be great.
she'll be like, "Oh, I miss doing this. Let me put out like an EP."
Oh, an
Just
EP would be great.
Oh, imagine if she just put out 7 incredible songs, and they were just,
Alongside the film.
alongside the film,
That
and they
would
were just
be-
incredible songs. I mean, I'd be down.
Yes.
When Illinois is the movie musical ballet, then we'll get a story through dance, though I think it would be kind of a disaster.
I would like to see Illinois one way or another. So if it's via me watching it on a screen or me going to the Amundsen, I'll be there.
Okay. There was a modern silent movie that I was going to watch, but I forgot what it was called.
Oh.
Well, let us know.
Oh, gosh. Oh, I forgot to even mention.
What?
Remind me when we start recording again. I have something that I did today that I forgot to mention.
Okay.
Okay. I know, everybody wait. Everybody's on. It's annoying, but it's good that I'm doing it.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Yes,
Okay.
Yes. Oh, God, Britney back in the studio is a dream. Her doing the credit song.
And then Britney wins an Oscar.
I know I argue about Glitter every other day, but the fact that none of those songs got nominated, like, I get that you're like, oh, Glitter's a bad movie. Lead the Way should have won. Lead the Way should have fucking won. I don't even know what happened. What was the 2001 Best Song winner?
I think it was a Wonder Boys song from the movie The Wonder Boys.
What's Wonder Boys?
Some movie.
See? Should have been Lead the Way.
Was it a Paul Newman song? Is that a Paul Newman song? I forget. Oh, no. No, it was the Monsters, Inc. song. It was the Monsters, Inc. song. That was the Paul Newman song. I think Wonder Boys was maybe 1999. I forgot. 2000. No, 1999 was You'll Be in My Heart. Sorry. So I think it was the Monsters, Inc. song that was 2001.
Did y'all contribute to the $1 billion Deadpool made? No. But I'm glad everyone's having fun.
Yeah. If people are
they're
enjoying it, that's
breaking
great.
the fourth wall, telling jokes.
Yeah.
Wolverine.
I need to see. There's so many movies I need to see. I need to see Trap. I kind of want to see Twisters. Like, I hear it's fun. Like, I haven't been to the movie theater in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
I've been so busy.
I haven't heard a movie yet from you that I have wanted.
Thelma?
Oh, Thelma, yes. But is Thelma still in theaters?
No. I don't
Okay.
think so. Problemista. You liked Problemista.
I loved Problemista.
Yeah.
Good.
It's great.
Wonder Boys was great, based on the Michael Chabon novel. Cute.
I watched the Blu-ray of How the West Was Won, and the Cinerama technique was really cool to see. I mean, How the West Was Won is classic. I'm not like a Western person,
Right.
but if something's well done, I'm into it.
Hey, that's the rule. Yeah, it was If I Didn't Have You with Randy Newman.
It's Randy Newman. I always forget there's a Randy Newman, a Paul Newman, and a Thomas Newman. Paul Newman's the actor. What did I say? Paul Newman instead of
bet you
Randy.
did.
Randy Newman is the singer. Thomas Newman is he's a composer. He writes music, movie scores.
Also, Paul Newman, big in salad dressing as well.
Yeah, he's the salad dressing guy as
Yeah.
well. I watched Twisters right before the podcast, and it was entertaining.
Great.
Your hair really looks great still. It makes me thank you.
Oh, that's nice.
I love Trap, and I've been on a roll the past few films. All right. Does Trap have like a? Oh, don't tell me if it has a twist. I'll see it.
I mean, I'm sure it does.
Sure.
Right?
I don't. What's it called? Knock at the Cabin Door didn't have a twist. I would say. Anyone interested in gay stuff, read In Memoriam, please. All right. Is there gonna be a movie?
Right. I mean, because our one audiobook this year is going to be JoJo, so we're really we're really booked up. I think y'all missed my comment earlier. Halle Berry, Babyface, Debbie Allen, and T-Pain went to Mariah's Vegas show. T-Pain and Mariah should have done Migrate. Oh, yes. Yes, I love that they all went, and Babyface said that she was one of one, which is absolutely true. I would love if they collaborated again.
Creating spaces for women in the Catholic Church. Hey, gotta do it.
Absolutely, you must.
We can be more than just nuns, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
I do kind of want to see it and see it ends with us. I kind of want to see it now too.
See, it worked.
I think especially if like the audience was like, oh no, we actually do like the director's version more. I think that's kind of fun. It's like, I really want to see it. Challengers to me was a gay movie. It was good. Good.
Should we do part 2?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it.
I'm tired. Okay, guys, we are on to part 2. We are rallying. But
we are.
Or do you want to do the ad first, or do you want to tell your story?
Oh,
first?
I'll tell my story first. I meant to tell this at the beginning of the podcast when we talk about our weeks and things, but I just need everyone to know what I'm going through.
Yeah.
Today, I went to the doctor. It was my first day back at work, and I had a 9 a.m. doctor's appointment, so it just was a lot of scheduling headache. But I have had recurring rashes for the past year and a half or so, and I was hoping they'd go away on their own, but they have not, and thus I have gotten a patch test is what it's called, actually, because my the allergist believes that there's something in the things I'm putting on my body that I am allergic to. I don't know what it is. So on my back at the moment, I have tape all over it. There are about I think 120 allergens on my back. I don't know if you can see it through the linen
Which one's your favorite?
Here. I mean, right now I truly just feel the tape. I don't know which one's my favorite. We're gonna have to see if there's a reaction. Honestly, my biggest concern is okay, what if I do this? Because I have to go back on Wednesday, go to take the tape off, and then go back on Friday to investigate if anything happened back there. And I can't do a full shower all week. I have
all week.
I have to do sponge baths and things, and so I'm not excited about that.
You do like a bath, though.
I do, but I can't get in a bath. The whole thing is I can't exercise. I can't go on my walk, my mental health walks.
Wow.
I have to be indoors, not sweating, to make sure that these allergens stay on my body, and I'm not thrilled about that.
Ooh, wait, but so you're going Wednesday, so why can't it just be done Wednesday?
That's what I would say, but I think
week?
You have to do, it's Monday to Friday kind of week, work week, but yeah, it's I don't know why it takes this long, but apparently after they're off, you also could see delayed reaction or whatever, and so the doctor's going to investigate my back on Friday. Hopefully, we figure out what it is, we get to the bottom of it, rashes go away. But my main concern, honestly, is what if I go through this whole fucking process and they're like, it's nothing. Because I really could see that. I know my body, and I could see it being nope, not popping up.
Ooh.
I asked him about that on the phone, and he said, well, then if that happens, then something's going to happen. I have other plans if that happens. So hopefully I'll be given something to fix this rash issue because I don't love it, but we'll make it through the rain.
Yes, it's very stressful and very annoying, especially the not showering part. But out of all the medical tests you could do, this one's kind of the most fun. I feel because it's very exciting. It's you have a whole thing of color swatches on your back, and you get to see which is the best color for the room of your choosing. And then it's kind of cool, and it's Battleship. Is it A12 or something? I think it's kind of cool. It's cool.
If I was not sitting here feeling tape all over my back, then maybe I could get with you on some level, but I just
Jackson rub your back and comfort you.
You're kind of not. I'm wearing a loosest shirt because don't wear tight clothes, don't get wet. I'm trying.
Don't wear tight clothes. Do they know you're a homosexual?
I mean, if they didn't, now I have to wear all these linen shirts because they're roomy, wearing sweaters with nothing under it.
Homophobic.
So it's very homophobic, this whole process. So we're making it through the rain, but I just wanted to make sure everyone knew what was happening.
Okay, I'm excited for next week's update.
I'm nervous about when I go over there on Thursday, and I'm just furious after having this on for 4 days.
Sure.
So we'll see what the new 2 Gay Mads video is going to be like. But Anyways, if you enjoy this podcast, watching or listening to it, please go to your Spotify or Apple Podcasts and leave us a 5-star rating or review. It'd help us out so much. We put a lot of work and effort into the podcast, and we want to make sure it's heard by as many people as possible, and it helps us so much with the algorithm when you do that. And if you really love us, go to patreon.com/2gaymats. Be like our friend at the wedding and really throw your support behind us. You get so much bonus content. We're putting up something this week. Maybe multiple things. It's going to be great. And also you can join the Discord and hang out with friends you haven't met yet, other people who are obsessed with pop music and pop culture, just like the two of us. And Matt Steele,
yes.
What section of the podcast are we in?
So we are on to giving... no, we are on. This is not giving me.
No, it's not.
This is Email My Heart. This is the section of the podcast where we answer any questions that you guys might have. You can be a part of Email My Heart if you email us at 2gaymats@gmail.com. T is spelled two. Oh my God, my brain fog, ladies and gentlemen. 2 is spelled TWO. And so we did have a question from last week from the wonderful Helen, who has emailed us many times before. And she was like, what are your favorite Olympic songs? And we were like, oh, we'll listen to some Olympic songs and figure it out. And we didn't. I'm so sorry, Helen. But I did go through the list of what, because I had no idea that Olympic songs existed. And I saw One Moment in Time on there.
Classic.
Which I did not know, or maybe I did not remember, was an Olympic song.
Yes.
So I will say One Moment in Time.
I mean, it's a great one.
I know. And it's one that I associate with the TV show Bug Juice. Because Sarah and Keisha sang it on Bug Juice when they were driving Sarah back to like the airport because Sarah left camp early and was very sad.
Oh.
Yeah, so I always associate that song with Bug Juice.
Okay.
Yeah. So so we love you, Helen. Thank you so much for emailing us. We're sorry we were not more thorough, but it's okay. So next comes to us from the wonderful Preetha. First of all, Preetha sent us a poem.
Oh.
Like she wrote a poem for us.
Beautiful.
So I'm going to recite it.
I can't wait to hear it.
This isn't the 2 Gay Mats talent show, but like our fans are such talents that we just have to share.
Absolutely.
She says, there's a duo on YouTube I can't help but adore. 2 guys named Matt. They're never a bore. Matt Steele's got the drama with theater flair. Matt Palmer's pop beats take you everywhere.
Yes.
From podcasts to pop, they've got the groove. Take talking culture and news, they're making their move.
Yes.
When life gets tough, I know where to go. 2 Gay Mats, your light always glows.
Oh my goodness.
Amazing.
So kind. Thank you, Preetha.
Thank you so much, Preetha. But Preetha also has a question.
Oh, yes.
Dealing with flaky people. Hi, Matt. Hope you guys are well. I have a really serious question and topic that I would like to talk to you guys about. How do I deal with this incredibly flaky girl in my life? I met her through a social club at work. She and I seem to hit it off with our common interests, including our taste in music, art, etc. She was the one who offered to go out to dinner with me. She was the one who had offered to go out to dinner with me. She has since canceled our dinner date about 5 times. Look, as a working professional myself with a 40-hour work week, I get it. We all have busy lives, but I could not help but notice that she has been going to dinner and hanging out with other people in her circle of friends, from her constantly changing her WhatsApp profile photo every week, updating her WhatsApp status, etc. To be honest, I don't really give a shit if she doesn't want to hang out and be friends. It's just that I wish she would have communicated with me in an open and honest fashion in the first place, if that isn't too much to ask. So in case she texts me back and wants to hang out, what do I say? She has the habit of texting me every few weeks to make empty promises of hanging out sometime, and guys, it's so annoying. This shit's been bothering me for the last couple months now, so apologies for my ranting. Hope you're having a lovely week, Preetha.
Yes.
Preetha, first of all, I hope you're not taking any of this personally.
Totally.
Like, there are people out there who are they just suck at this kind of stuff. They are just not good at this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It absolutely, especially because she still reaches out to you, it seems, to hang out, but just keeps flaking. So the fact that she does reach out to you, I think means that she has nothing against you.
Right.
You know, but so I don't know. I would kind of just do the natural thing and just not reach out to her. Like if this keeps happening, I don't think you really need to reach out to her.
Right.
I don't know if you really need to have a discussion about it.
Right.
And but yeah, and if it ends up happening and you end up hanging out, that's great. But I just, first and foremost, I don't think this is a slight against you.
Yeah, I completely
That's
agree.
important.
And I think you have 2 options, really. And the first one is kind of what you were saying, which is like, let her reach out every couple of weeks. Don't waste any time and energy planning for an event at all. Like, if she wants to get the dinner together, it's on her to do it. Basically, the ball is in her court because she has proven to be flaky. It's like, well, then great. You can be in charge of getting this together, and when you can get it to happen, maybe you'll be available and you can show up and it'll be lovely. But if it's like upsetting you and like she keeps reaching out, then maybe there's a conversation where it's like, hey, don't mean to put you on the spot, but like we've been trying to do this for a while and you keep canceling. Like, we don't have to get together. Like, no pressure if you don't feel like it. Like, I'm busy. I get you're busy. Let's let that be that. But hopefully you can just kind of let her do her thing. If the meeting happens, then that's great. But if not, like, I'm with Matt Steele. It's not a reflection on you whatsoever. And yeah, some people are truly just bad communicators and bad at making these kind of plans. And you just kind of, you know, can't invest as much in those friendships, at least in the like seeing them and getting together realm, because they're not good at that.
Yeah, and I would, if she asks to hang out and she says, when are you free? And you do happen to be free like on a Wednesday, you can say, oh yeah, I'm free like Wednesday if you want to do something on Wednesday. But then I don't think have to like feel pressure to really hold that spot.
No
if
way.
something you would rather do then happens on a Wednesday,
right,
and you would rather do that, then you can tell her, hey, Wednesday doesn't work for me. But if like you are free Wednesday and then Wednesday comes around and you're still free,
right,
and then she happens to flake, you can just be like, okay, well, I didn't miss out on this other opportunity.
Totally.
But if another opportunity comes around after you have tentatively scheduled a date, like take that other opportunity.
Yeah, you're allowed to cancel. You've been canceled on so many times at this point.
So
do whatever feels right to you, not a reflection.
And Preetha, you are an icon and a poet.
Absolutely, you are.
Yes. So we also got a question from Danny, who asked us about Kelsey Ballerini. I know nothing about Kelsey Ballerini.
I don't either.
So next week, I'll listen to a couple Kelsey Ballerini songs. I mean, we said we would do that for the Olympic songs for Helen, but
we can only do so much.
You know what? We'll try.
At a wedding, not wedding.
So Danny, you're going on the back burner, but this one I feel like is a little more pressing of an issue.
Okay.
It's from Angelica Pickles.
Okay.
Icon, legend, cartoon of our childhood.
Absolutely.
Shady or reasonable. Hi guys, I've been wanting to email you, but didn't have anything until now. It's a touch long-winded, but not extreme. On Friday afternoon, I viewed an apartment complex and the price was right. Plus, I love the community. The leasing consultant quoted me at $1,000, and that was also the price that was reflected online when I went to apply once I got home. After setting up the account online, I tried to apply for the unit, but was receiving an error that said the move-in cannot be done on the weekend, and the move-in date on the website was a Saturday. I spoke to the leasing consultant and she told me to choose any unit that fell on a weekday and they would update my portfolio with my desired unit and move-in date of Saturday. I got the approval and lease agreement on that Sunday, but I noticed that the rent price was $1,500. I made many calls to the office because the deposit was due in 2 business days, which would be this Tuesday, and wanted to make sure I had things cleared up before then. Once I arrived to the office, I found out the leasing consultant was no longer with the company, and the manager said that she told the leasing consultant was supposed to let me know if the date changed, the price would also change. Of course, I knew nothing of that, but thank goodness I had a paper trail from when I applied detailing my desired date, unit price, and unit. The manager said the website was not glitched, but they don't do move-in on the weekends, which is fair. So my move-in date changed from Saturday to Monday, which was an increase in price. But even when I tried to move the date of my desired unit to a weekday, it wouldn't let me, leaving me unable to see what the lease price would be on Monday when I applied on Friday. The manager is saying there's nothing she can do about it, but she'll run it up the chain. The new price is still within my budget, but something is a little iffy to me, and I'm holding out to see how they'll handle this situation. What would y'all do? If that's the price that you were offered, even if it was a mistake on their end, that is the price.
100%. Do not pay that rent, even if you can. Because also, maybe, unless I misunderstood what you said, what they're saying to you doesn't make sense to me.
It's weird.
Like, why, if you were able to apply on Saturday, would the rent have been $1,000, but they don't accept that, and now it's $1,500? Like, wait, why?
I think that's a different price of a move-in date. Like, because I think a move-in is maybe something that you pay for.
Oh, you're paying for the move-in. Oh,
I don't know how much I fully understand everything, but things are weird.
Yes,
I would let them know this is what was offered to me.
And if they, you know, if they push back on you on that, and I get that it's within your budget, but I also wouldn't love to be in an apartment where the management was kind of
A mess.
It's like a mess, or like maybe a little shady, like you said in the subject line. Like, I wouldn't feel super comfortable if you're not like fully in love with, if you're not like, this is the best apartment I've ever seen.
And also if it's not like a pressing issue of like, I need to be out of my apartment now by this date, so I have to go with whatever I can get.
Right.
Especially like if you're about to just tell them like, I'm about to give you a security deposit. And this isn't, it's not right that like things are so wishy-washy and disorganized when I'm literally about to hand you a bunch of money that I won't be able to get back.
Yes.
So my gut would tell me no, unless you do have to get out of this one apartment by a certain time.
Right.
My gut tells me this is, or to like really push them.
Yeah.
More.
I say unless they come back down to 1,000, that you should pass, because this all just feels weird.
Because it seems like there are so many things that went wrong here.
I agree.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want my apartment manager to be like that.
Or maybe tell them, maybe something that you can say is like, I'll still go forward with this, but if something, and I'll give you the security deposit or whatever, but because all of this mess happened, then I will need the option of getting the security deposit back if I decide not to rent with you guys or something. I don't know if they would be open to that.
I was going to say, I don't know if they'd be up for that.
But they need to give you something. Yeah. They need to give you some sort of leeway or option to back out of some sort. Like, they need to give you something.
Because this is all very weird.
Because this is very weird.
It's too weird.
Yeah.
Too weird. Like Tim Walz says, weird.
Weird. They're weird. So best of luck with that.
Absolutely.
Moving is such a fucking pain in the ass.
Headache.
So
such
like,
a headache.
some prayers up for any of y'all who are out there moving somewhere, because God, it sucks.
It ain't easy.
It ain't easy. Yeah.
So Matt Steele.
Yep.
What section of the podcast are we in now?
We are on to 3 gay minutes.
Nope. Not what it's called. There's 2 of us.
Okay.
And 2 minutes, babe.
This is 2 gay minutes.
Yes.
This is where one of us rambles about something that the other Matt doesn't give a shit about for 2 minutes, and 2 minutes only, even though I might go a little longer. It's fine, because it might spill into my giving me moments. Who knows?
Okay.
This is usually where I rant about Big Brother for 2 minutes about like what's going on.
Yes.
This is really like, what happened is really complex game-wise, so none of you will understand it unless you're watching Big Brother, but it's fine. I'm going to tell you what I wrote down.
Are you ready?
Sure.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Tucker, Angela, and Kenny were nominated by the head of household, Cedric, after Tucker volunteered to be a pawn, and Cedric didn't want to make a big move, so he wanted to put up easy targets. Tucker wins the power of veto competition and says, hey, Cedric, let's do something fun. Earlier, Angela told Tucker Quinn had a special deepfake HOH power that allowed him to override the HOH's nominations and put up his own, essentially being an automatic invisible HOH. Tucker didn't believe it until Chemo confirmed it to him. So Tucker told Cedric that he didn't want to use his power of veto to save himself, and that he was going to save Angela so Cedric can put up Quinn to vote him out and flush out his deepfake HOH power, because Tucker thinks that he has a better shot at beating Quinn in the AI arena than Angela does. Cedric is like, maybe, but Tucker doesn't know that Cedric is in the Pentagon alliance with Quinn and also has a final 2 with Quinn, so Cedric rats out Tucker's plan to Quinn. Morning of the power of veto meeting, Cedric tells Tucker to use the veto on himself because they don't have the numbers to get rid of Quinn. Tucker says, I don't care, I'm still saving Angela. The meeting happens, and for only the 6th time in Big Brother history, the veto winner doesn't use the veto on themselves. Tucker saves Angela, who is gobsmacked, and she of course cries. Then Tucker, who is blindsided by Tucker for using it, blindsides Tucker in return by putting up MJ in Angela's place. Tucker proclaims, this wasn't the plan. Quinn has the secret power to everyone, exposing Quinn to everyone. So MJ, who is freaked out, then blindsided the rest of the house by using her special America's veto power that she won at the beginning of the game, just like Quinn, thus saving herself and having America vote for someone to replace her on eviction night. Eviction night comes, and of course everyone votes Quinn to be the 3rd nominee because that's maximum drama. Tucker wins the live AI arena competition, making him safe, and Quinn and Kenny are up for eviction. People vote Kenny out because he didn't want to be there to begin with, and Quinn was nominated by America, so they didn't think it was fair to vote him out. And since this is the last week Quinn can use his deepfake HOH power, everyone is assuming Tucker and Angela, Quinn's nemesis, will be in danger this week, but guess who wins HOH this week and is safe even though she doesn't have any power? Mother Angela, baby. She continues to live and thrive and be the best Big Brother player of all time. Angela is safe another week.
All time?
Yes. I'm going to say it.
Christ.
Did you understand any of that?
The fact that you were saying AI arena and like deep fake-ish, no, not a word. You literally could have been reading gibberish.
Thank you.
Meant nothing to me. All time?
Listen, it's just fun to stay. It's not real. It's just fun. Okay? The point is, the 2 most entertaining people in the house
are still there.
That's great.
I think that's great.
Yes. And it was very it was a very exciting and fun and complicated week.
Hey, I love when you enjoy Big Brother. Yeah. That's the whole thing. We all have watched these shows for so long and so many years that they're fucking dreadful. It's good to have the good moment.
Yes.
This can be your scandal.
And Lord knows week 5 might be bad.
Right.
Because week 4, what's going into now that I didn't even go into in this 2 gay minutes, is going great as well.
Oh, I love it.
It's really fun. But week 5, don't know, could be downhill. But
I have a quick 2 gay minutes. It won't take 2 minutes.
Oh my God.
It's going to be so quick.
Still, I want to time you.
You can time
just so it feels like official.
I'll just tell you when it's over because it will not take 2 minutes.
Okay, cool. I love how like you said 30 seconds and I only had one tiny paragraph left and I was like, oh, I could have given y'all more, but I wouldn't do that to you.
Right.
All right. You want to start?
Sure. Start.
And go.
All right. I just have to say, we all know that I have a complicated relationship with Stassi Schroeder. Mm-hmm. She is was the star of Vanderpump Rules. She was kicked off the show for good reason because she and Kristen did something racist to a castmate named Faith, a black cast member who they called the police on. Stassi has made amends. This happened 4 years ago. She's apologized publicly, I think tried to apologize directly to Faith. I don't think Faith accepted, but seemingly, hopefully has turned over a new leaf. I understand why she's off television. I understand why she's off that show. She did something racist, something wrong, and deserved everything that happened to her. But also, she's the best at the show. She is great television. She's a real-life Regina George and has been off our screens for 4 years. She's coming back on, not Vanderpump Rules, but on the Hulu spinoff Vanderpump Villa, which is essentially Below Deck if it was servers in Italy. It's honestly like the Lindsay Lohan Beach Club show where it's like, oh, look at this cast of characters who work under Lindsay Lohan. I don't know what Stassi's going to be doing, but also I heard that show was dreadful, but now I'm like, fuck, do I have to watch season 2 of this bad show?
1 minute and yes.
Oh, I hate that. I hate having to watch a bad show, but also it clearly was done because this show is on Hulu and she has a deal that it clearly was contingent that she has her own show, Stassi Says, which is referred to as a docu-comedy 30-minute show where like Stassi and a group of like chaotic friends are friends with each other or something, but they all look to Stassi to like support them. I don't get it at all. What's a docu-comedy? It's going to be very weird, but I guess I'm going to be watching 2 Hulu shows and seeing if they're good. They probably won't be. I hope Stassi still has it. Don't talk about Ranch Girl. Don't talk about Game of Thrones because she was doing like bits at the end of Vanderpump that were very annoying. Just be awful like you are in your heart. That's all I have.
You have 13 seconds left.
Thank you, guys.
Just repeat, be awful,
no,
be awful,
that's
be awful.
it. You can stop it. I do want her to be awful, and I'm sure she will, but don't be awful, but don't be racist. That's my request.
Yes. Be a certain type of awful.
Yes. That's not problematic.
Chaotic awful.
If you are an awful that's like upholding systems of oppression, fuck you. But if you're awful in like a reality TV, like I slapped this girl who slept with my boyfriend kind of way, that's what we want.
I mean, that is assault technically, so that is problematic awful as well.
Not as problematic as being racist. It really is. So,
and also, I mean, she slept with her boyfriend. So
that's the thing. That was awful too.
That was awful too.
Everyone was doing their job season 2. Yes, that's all I can say.
Exactly.
Oh,
yes.
So Matt Steele.
Yes.
What has been giving you moments, darling?
So aside from the wonderment and joy that is Big Brother season 26 and Angela and Tucker of the like, so this entire weekend, as much fun as I had a great time. I was also exhausted throughout the entire thing because I've been back to back traveling like since
that's true.
May.
Yes.
Like a lot of stuff. So I'm really tired and I'm kind of just like, okay. And like being away from LA for like stretches of time, like back to back, I'm kind of just like, am I being productive? Like, am I accomplishing anything while I am actually in LA, like where I'm here to accomplish stuff? Or am I too busy taking all of these trips? And so that was a dilemma for me the entire trip.
Oh my God.
The inner turmoil. But then right as I landed in LA, I had a voicemail from my manager being like, why aren't you answering? Why is your thing going straight to voicemail? And I booked something.
Wait, the thing you filmed over the weekend?
No, not the thing. Okay. I did film an audition over the weekend.
Yes.
Real quick. No, it's another thing I filmed right before I left for
Can
Seattle.
you tell us what? You can't tell us exactly what the thing is, I'm sure.
No.
Can you tell us if it is like television, film?
Well, I haven't signed
stage?
a contract yet, so I could spill it, but I won't because like that contract I'm sure will be ironclad.
Right.
And Lord knows it's just one line. It's one line. It's not anything super insanely exciting, but
is the thing
it's
something?
Television.
Okay.
Television network.
Woo! We love those network checks.
And I'm not gonna say like what the name of the character is. There was an old name for the character.
Okay.
And I'll say that the word drag was in the name of the character.
I Iconic.
So,
congratulations.
thank you so much.
Is it a show that either of us have seen?
No.
I love that.
I can probably say it's a new show. It's a show. It's a show no one's seen.
Ooh,
I know it's on season 1, darling.
Wow.
So maybe they'll bring this character back for one more line in season 2.
I'm so excited for
Thank you so much. So it was kind of a nice thing of
Yes.
just like, yes, I can still maybe book acting work at some point.
You can.
So that was really, and especially because like I was totally not expecting to book this at all.
Right.
But yeah, it was very fun, and I'll play something that might be. I don't know what the character is really going to be now.
Right.
I know what the line is, but I know they changed what the character is called.
Okay.
But the fact that
it's drag no longer in it?
Drag, I don't think is any longer.
I
in
assume
it.
you didn't have to do drag for your audition.
Oh, I wore a corset, baby.
Oh, right.
I wore a pretty little frilly corset. Don't ask me why I had it.
I was going to. That was my next question.
It was in my suitcase of goodies that I have all my wigs and everything.
Yes.
From like the Doomsday Diaries days. Joaquin Phoenix could never, I guess.
I guess not, because you will show up to work.
I will show up to that set.
Joaquin
Phoenix would get cold feet if he had this line in a draggy sense.
He would.
But not me.
No.
So hire me
scared.
for that Joaquin Phoenix movie.
Do it. Congratulations out to Matt Steele. We love booking. Absolutely. I don't really have a giving moments this week. Seattle was a joy. It's always fun to see my friend Justin. His boyfriend Andy was so wonderful. The cat they have, so cute.
Oh, Walter
icon. Is an absolute icon. Seeing our friend Susie, she's about to move from Seattle to St. Louis, so seeing her again was great. And also we got to talking about, this was kind of the friend group that I used to go to Florida with every year right after college. And because Justin's family has a timeshare there, and so we're thinking of doing, much like the Railroad reunions that happened on Paramount Plus, there was a lot of talk of doing a reunion next year in 2025. Not going to Florida specifically, but getting the Florida crew back together, because we've all been like flown out to the winds a bit.
Sure.
And so having a moment where we can all get together, have a great time, remember our youth, feels like such a joy to me.
You're still young.
We're
Don't
still
say
young,
that.
but I mean,
wiser.
We're wiser
than
we once were. And I just love the idea of getting that group together that, like, life happens. We all have real jobs at this very moment. So it's good to try something new and be like, okay, we're all going to carve out this amount of time to really reconnect over like a long weekend or something, hopefully 4 or 5 day trip. So if that actually happens, I'm going to make it my mission to make sure it actually happens next year, because it would truly be so much fun to reconnect with people that, I have not been, living in the same city with for years and years now. So. Yeah. Oh God! What a time!
I'm wiped.
I'm wiped too.
And I was so tired getting off that plane, and then all this is happening, and I'm just like emails that I have to send with like my suit size, and I'm like, I don't think I'm wearing a suit for this, but they need that size anyway. I'm like, I'm exhausted. I just want to shower.
Well, luckily you can shower. I can't.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I know. I've had my last shower for days, darling. So. Matt Steele, is there anything else you want to tell the people before we say goodbye?
That we love you all. Thank you so much for waiting an extra day for this podcast.
Yes.
I hope it was worth it.
I believe it was.
Yeah.
And we'll be back next week at our normal time.
Sundays.
Yes.
If you want to see the live stream, 6:30 p.m. Pacific time.
And Monday, if you get it on their podcatcher. Thank you so much for being here with us. We love you all. And we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye. Cute. Oh, I live in St. Louis. Call me Susie. And that's the thing, is I was born in St. Louis, and I have not been back since my parents moved when I was like 2. So maybe that's a reason for me to go visit. Heard they have some arches.
You'll see your roots.
Yes, see my roots.
See where you were born.
Just heard today that Lala has a 2-episode special on Amazon about her pregnancy. I just know it's boring as fuck. Yeah, I don't care to see that. But it's also like, I don't even know. It's like Amazon Live. Like, I don't even know how it's a show. I also just don't get what it is. So
sure. So you guys see the producers of The Traitors made a new show called The Anonymous. I auditioned for The Anonymous.
Did you really?
They don't want me.
Why don't they bring you on the realities? I'd want to see you on there.
It's fine. I'm a one-liner in a new TV show.
Do you know, are the stars people we know?
Yeah. I don't know if I'm acting with any of them.
Yeah.
Though.
Has the show been like announced?
Yeah.
Okay.
It has been announced.
I'm excited.
I'm excited
to turn this fucking video off so you can tell me what it is.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be great.
Yeah.
Yeah, we might just go.
Yeah, we love you so much.
We really do.
But as you heard, my voice was down a couple pitches this podcast.
As was mine. We were out until 2 a.m. on Saturday, so that's not our normal
Dancing
situation.
the night away.
But we did. Dua Lipa would be so proud.
I know.
Dance the night away. That song is fine.
That song was not on the playlist.
It was not. It was not. oh, sorry again, I joined late. That's okay. Did y'all talk about the possibility of Beyonce performing Freedom at the DNC? I don't want it. Why wouldn't you want that?
It could be fun.
I heard a rumor that they might be making Freedom with Kendrick Lamar a single now because of the Kamala ad. And I'm like, you know what? Sure.
Go for it.
Sure.
Go for it. Lemonade didn't have any #1 singles.
Which is crazy.
It's
crazy. Oh, guys, you did listen to Kelsey on Patreon. It was an Eric
not
request.
Kelsey Ballerini. We listened to 29. Well, who's that?
Carly Pierce.
Carly Pierce, and we listened to what was Cam? A country singer named Cam.
Oh, yes.
I don't think we ever did Kelsey Ballerini.
And we did the black country singer. What was her name? Joy?
Yes. She was like an Americana
yes,
type. And she was British, which was interesting.
Yes.
I forget her name.
Oh, and Ambria, thank you for that 99 cents. I saw that earlier.
Thank
That
you.
was very kind.
I didn't see that.
Love you too. The wedding sounded awesome, was it? Take care and rest up. It really was. It was really a great time.
I'm glad Kenny got voted out from BB. He was getting my. I mean, he was every week. He was just asking. He was like, "Please vote me out," and it's like, "Fine, go."
There's nothing worse than someone being like, "Just let me go." It's
Except
like,
the one time he won the power of veto last week. He was like, "Never mind, I'm having a great time," and it's like, "Of course you are."
Very Kate Chastain on Traitors.
He was the older guy, so he wanted to go home to his family. And it's like,
I just don't want the discourse, but I wouldn't be mad at it. Y'all need to listen to Rolling Up the Welcome Mat. It's amazing. Is that a Kelsey Ballerini album or something?
Okay.
I actually heard Freedom on the radio today. Okay, maybe it is really going for radio plays.
All right, let's go.
I mean, she could also send Yaya and announce the tour. But
Yaya would be fun.
Yeah, it would be so fun.
Does it make sense with in a election type?
Oh, I just meant send it to radio. I don't.
You want it to be a single.
I do.
Not necessarily.
She could perform it, but I feel like it's a little too critical of America to be like a.
Sure.
You know, it's like giving some notes, which are valid, but maybe now's not the time.
Well, listen, hey, if they can, at the 1996 DNC where they were performing the Macarena, we've all seen that video. Hillary Clinton just being like, I'm just going to clap because I know this song is about sex. And so if I'm doing the actual dance, people will think I know what sex is.
Oh my
And I'm the first lady, so I can't have people think I know what sex is.
But it's like she has a daughter. I don't know. People are so weird about sex.
Yeah, the
especially in the 90s.
Optics are so weird, you know.
They're very strange.
So if they can dance to the Macarena at the DNC, they can dance to some.
Yeah.
Maybe just the chorus. The yeah.
Whole lot of red in that white and blue at the DNC is crazy. That would be great. Okay, guys, we love you. Have a wonderful rest of your week, and we will see you Thursday with a new video, or Friday, whenever it comes out.
I might be filming on Thursday, so.
Oh, shit. Okay, well.
But the thing is, like, it won't take long unless I'm like filming at night. I don't know. I'll keep you posted.
Keep me posted. Hopefully there'll be a new video.
Yeah.
And
something will be out.
Something's always out. We love you guys.
We'll never go away.
We won't. We're always here. Bye.
Bye.